Hey Leaves, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Leaves, y'all have the cave, the threshold, the flame, Alithia, the ring, and the self. Libras. I feel like the Alithia and the self are really just this like ultimate self-awareness, right? I feel like that's just been present for a while, of just the idea of who are you in the world of chaos that we live in, right? How do you participate in it? How do you, allow for others to do it? Why do you allow for others to do it? Why do you do it? You know what I mean? There's like all of these questions that we all ask ourselves as we're coming to understand, like I just think of, somebody who's like, oh, my parents are like a piece of shit, but then like they're doing everything that parent did, right? Like you're criticizing yourself ultimately. Like you're saying you don't want to be like somebody and then you're being exactly like them. I mean, that's an example. I don't know, I don't think that'll resonate for everybody, but it's just that idea that the thing that you hate in other people is the very thing that you hate in yourself, right? And when we find ourselves looking around at who we're with, thinking, I don't have anything in common with these people. Like I don't share goals with them. I don't laugh at the same jokes as them. I don't find repetitive conversation engaging or interesting in any way. You know what I mean? I just feel like you're looking around you and you're just thinking all of these things. And instead of being angry with people around you, you're like, no, I'm just way more aware of myself than I used to be, right? That's great. But it's like in this self-awareness, you are able to really, I think, go for what it is. I mean, because the ring is the idea of never ending and never beginning. And Leaves, I feel like there's just something that you've really wanted. And for some of my Leaves, I feel like, like if you've been trying to really like push your book, or, you know what I mean? Like push your business, or, maybe you want to start a different business, right? Like maybe you found something in a different line that you're like, I want to focus on this, but your business partner doesn't want to focus on it. And you're just kind of like, the more you're working with them, you're like, man, I don't share vision with this person at all. I don't know how successful this is going to be, because we don't see eye to eye on anything, right? It's just kind of like, however it plays out for you, you're just experiencing a high level of self-awareness, because you're realizing that like all of the things that all these other people want aren't like, you don't want that. You don't even remotely, you can't even pretend to want it. And I feel like, again, just like not even being able to pretend to want something that you don't want anymore frees you up to really go for what it is that you actually want. What is it that you're actually committed to, that you actually promised yourself? Like I feel like if you look back over your 10-year plan or your 5-year plan, and you're like, where am I at on that? I forgot I even had that. Oh, and you're like, shit, I'm further behind than I was when I wrote this list. And it's just kind of like, now that you've like re-engaged with a list, for whatever list that may or may not be, you know what I mean, however it plays out for you as an individual. But I feel like there's just this, like, in this glaring light of self-awareness, because of the very stark contrast between what you want and what everybody else around you wants, you're able to really go for something that you actually want. 5 minutes in, sorry y'all. I feel like I just got a lot. Thank you. Okay. Leaves. The Knight of Wands, the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Magician. I mean, I do feel like you're in this self-awareness, right? In this, like, wait a second, that's not what I want. There's this idea of really wanting to step into what it is that you really want, right? Go for what it is that you really want. You want that business. It ain't going to build itself, baby. You know what I mean? Like, you got to get out there and you got to do it. You got to invest your attention. You got to invest your time, your energy, your money, your resources. You know what I mean? You want to get that hustle, do that hustle, right? And you got to pull on that, you know, like, you got to pull on that decision because you have the experience, you know, like, if it's what if it's a relationship and it's like, no, like, I've invested this energy, you know, in having all these things in common with these people, right? Like, it's like, you know, when you meet people and you, like, along the way and they happen to have a skill that you're like, oh, fuck. I've always wanted to work with somebody to do this one thing. Like, this is the one thing that I have wanted to do. And I only know one other person on the face of the planet who you know, has this skill, and have asked, you know, multiple times, but he owns his own business and he's busy and he's got his things that he's, you know, like, he doesn't have time to invest it in it and just give it to me for free. And I'm like, okay, I get it, you know, like, I can honor that, no hate. But, you know, like I meet this person and we have this, like, insane conversation about, you know, just like my thought process on, like, how I thought about going about doing it and, like, what my plan was. And, you know, and it was just kind of like, well, why would you do that? Like, I would work with you, right? And then it didn't go anywhere, obviously, but it's like, that's what it feels like when you have that conversation, when you have that relationship with someone who, like, they already are invested in all the things you're invested in, and they already are, like, passionate about all the things that you're passionate about, and you're like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? Like, why have I been wasting my energy on this other shit when there are people out there, you know, when there's somebody out there who can engage with me where I'm at, you know, because it's like, you're already, like, you're at that point. You just haven't done anything about it because, I don't know, insert your reason there. You tell me. Leaves, I love y'all. The Two of Swords. Yeah, because it is a decision, because the Hermit, the Six of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Fairy Stallion. Yeah, because whatever decision it is that you're making, I feel like it's just, I mean, the Hermit, to me right now, is just reading into that idea of the self and that full understanding of self, because you have to take the time to get to know yourself. And when you actually take the time to get to know yourself and you understand what you're interested in and what you're passionate about and what you want to do with your life, because what else are you doing with your life right now? Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, okay, instead of just letting life pass me by, what is it that I really want? I need to go for it. Go for it, Leaves. The King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, whatever you're going toward is something that is going to offer you, I just feel like, compatibility. And that's so exciting. Whether it's a compatible, you know, a compatible companion for business or pleasure, you know what I mean? Like, whichever one it, you know, aligns with you, it feels so much lighter and so much, I don't know, it just feels lighter, honestly. Temperance Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles twice, okay. Nine of Swords, Six of Wands, Nine of Cups. Well, again, a decision that's being made to, I mean, the Nine of Swords is like any of that confusion, any of the, I don't know, guilt, shame, hesitation, any of those things that you were feeling, instead of feeling them about yourself, you just start feeling it about other people. And I think that that's why you move into this new beginning that brings your life back into balance in a really big way, because you're drained of your energy to the point of being apathetic about life. And that's not okay. And it's time to like bring you back to life. Somebody resuscitate my leaves. All right. Venom. Wait, let's not end on that. Agape. Well, you know, I feel like you just had a lot of people come at you recently. And I feel like for some of my leaves, you had somebody who came at you and they hit you where it hurt, you know, and it hurt because it was true. But sometimes, especially when you love people and you don't want to see them waste away, you know, and you don't understand why they don't believe in themselves or love themselves enough to actually act like it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need people who love you enough to tell you what it is, instead of attacking you and telling you, you know, like, well, you're, you know what, like, I feel like people just like calling you names, or like, you know, like they're not giving you constructive criticism. They're just like barking shit at you. And it's like, that's not productive. And I feel like like this person barked shit at you, but it was at least productive. You can be on either side of the story, but take what resonates and leave the rest, and take it however it resonates for you. But I just feel like whatever this is, this interaction that occurs, it's like it brings you into like a solid self-awareness that moves you into action. You know, my leaves are revitalized, and I'm so glad for that. I love you guys. I want you to be okay. I hope this resonates. If it does, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.